Welcome back to the sorting room. David here, and okay, so get this. We've got a deadline that just passed, and HBO has said absolutely nothing.
Becca here, and yeah, that silence is loud. The Ginny Weasley casting call closed July 17th, and it's been 12 days.
12. I counted.
Of course you did.
This is the direct follow-up to our recast episode back when Gracie Cochran's exit first broke.
Right, and now the window's shut, the applications are in, and nothing. No name, no leak, no photo.
So today, we stake out actual predictions, like calendar dates.
I already know mine's better than yours.
We'll see.
We will also get into Voldemort. HBO's been just as quiet there.
Oh, and there's a voice casting wrinkle connecting Quirrell and Voldemort that I've been dying to talk about.
Wow. Wait, is this the film parallel thing you texted me at midnight about?
Maybe.
Of course it is.
Every unfilled role right now is basically a clock ticking toward that Christmas Day deadline.
Which is exactly why we're not waiting till the end of the show to talk about it.
So let's start where the silence actually started. July 17th, casting call closed, and HBO went dark.
12 days and counting. Let's get into what that silence actually means. 12 days. That's how long the Ginny Weasley casting window has been closed, and HBO hasn't said one word.
Closed since when exactly?
July 17th. I've had it circled on my calendar since the call went up.
Okay, so what do they actually ask for?
Inside the Magic broke it. UK residents ages 10 to 12, 2 self-tapes, a poem or story of their own choosing, plus a short video just introducing themselves.
That's oddly personal for an audition packet.
Syfy had more on the mechanics. The notice ran through Lucy Bevan Casting, the same operation that found the original trio, with parents submitting through something called Cast It Talent.
Lucy Bevan again. That's the search we talked about back when Gracie first landed the role.
Right, and Deadline reported in May that Gracie Cochran was stepping away due to unforeseen circumstances. She's the first season 1 kid to actually leave.
The first one? Out of the whole cast?
She was announced in August 2025, right alongside the Harland twins as Fred and George, and Rory Spooner as Percy.
So why the silence now, though? A closed window with nothing after it could just be paperwork moving slow.
Could be.
But 12 days on a show this size, that starts to feel like a choice, not a delay.
Right.
Or they genuinely don't have their answer yet, and there's nothing to say.
Fair, but I'll put a date on it. I think they announced before Labor Day. HBO doesn't sit on casting news for a full news cycle if they can help it.
I'll take the other side of that. I think they hold it until after Philosopher's Stone premieres on Christmas Day, so the recast doesn't step on the premiere coverage.
Bold prediction.
I contain multitudes.
Fine, we're both on record. Somebody's wrong come fall.
Which brings up the actual question underneath all of this. How long does a search like this even take?
Because the trio took the better part of a year to lock down. Ginny's had a window measured in weeks. So building on that silence, let's talk about what a real search even costs in time. You ready for the numbers?
Hit me.
For the original trio, Variety reported roughly 32,000 kids auditioned. 32,000.
Wait. 32,000?
Yeah, and Variety says the casting team was grinding through 500 to 1,000 tapes a day, with shortlisted kids workshopping back in January before anyone got cast.
That's not a casting call. That's a full hiring campaign.
Right, and that whole process ran the better part of a year. The Ginny window? Weeks, not months.
So we've gone from a marathon to a sprint, and the sprint still has to land before season 2 cameras roll.
Exactly. Fewer tapes, less workshopping time, same stakes.
Okay, but here's what's bugging me. Nobody agrees on when season 2 even starts.
Oh, the date problem. Go.
Inside the Magic's own reporting points to an August start.
Mm-hmm.
And back in May, the Watford Observer said HBO confirmed the crew's heading back to Leavesden in autumn.
So August or autumn, that's not a rounding error, Becca. That's months apart.
Right, and that's a receipts problem, not a rumor problem. Someone has a real date, and it isn't being shared consistently.
Follow the paperwork, not the vibes.
If it's August, this recast is genuinely urgent. If it's autumn, they've got breathing room they're not using.
Or the schedule's already slipping and nobody wants to say it out loud.
And even with more time, speed only matters if the actor's right.
Which brings us to the actual bottleneck, chemistry.
This isn't an open role. Whoever plays Ginny has to click opposite Alastair Stout's Ron and Catherine Parkinson's Molly in scenes already locked on screen.
You can't cast that in a vacuum. You need a chemistry read, and those take time you may not have.
So a compressed search doesn't just mean fewer tapes. It means less room to test if the actual family feels like a family.
That's the corner that actually gets cut, not talent, fit.
And fit is the whole job here, because this role's about to get a lot heavier.
Heavier how?
In Philosopher's Stone, Ginny's basically a ghost. One scene at the platform, chapter 6, and she's crying about not getting to go to Hogwarts yet.
Right. Blink and you miss her.
But flip to Chamber of Secrets, and she's carrying the whole back half of the book. She's in the diary, she's in the chamber itself, she's unconscious on the floor when Harry finds her in that final confrontation chapter.
So whoever HBO casts isn't auditioning for a cameo. They're auditioning for the emotional climax of season 2.
Exactly. And the films just didn't deliver that. Bonnie Wright had almost nothing to play between Chamber of Secrets and Order of the Phoenix. 4 movies of standing in the background.
Which is wild given how much material she actually has in the books.
Right. And Wright's talked publicly about wanting those book moments restored if the story ever got a TV version. That's not a fan wishing for more screen time. That's the actor who lived the shortfall saying it out loud.
And with a book-first showrunner, there's no excuse this time. Gardner can't say she didn't have the material. While we're stuck waiting on Ginny, there's a bigger hole on this call sheet. Voldemort.
Still nothing?
Nothing official. Back in March, Casey Bloys told Variety he didn't even know who's playing Voldemort yet and told fans to ignore the rumors.
The guy running HBO doesn't know his own villain?
That's what he said. Screen Rant followed up on that same non-answer months later. Still no name.
And Cillian Murphy shot that down himself.
Categorically. Told the Dimes, quote, "I'm categorically not." Practically begged them to make it the headline.
That's one way to kill a rumor dead.
But here's the scheduling wrinkle nobody's tracking. Luke Thallon plays Quirrell this season.
Right, turban and all.
But that doesn't mean he's the voice on the back of the head. In 2001, Richard Bremmer did that voice. Fiennes didn't show up until Goblet of Fire, movie 4.
Wait, so HBO could split the role the exact same way?
They're facing that same fork, and it repeats. Tom Riddle's waiting in the wings for season 2.
This is the same playbook as Ginny, isn't it? Hold the announcement, don't panic the fans.
I'd bet on it. And follow the incentive for a second. Naming Voldemort now means the story becomes about that actor.
Instead of the trio's debut.
Exactly. That's a marketing call wearing a creative decision's clothes.
But it's not free. With 8 episodes locked for a December 25th premiere, Geeks reported on the production, ADR, creature effects, even Zimmer's score, all of that waits on whoever eventually says those lines.
So every blank role isn't just a headline gap, it's a post-production bottleneck.
A ticking one.
Ticking loud enough that somebody's going to have to blink first. Ginny, Voldemort, take your pick.
Speaking of blinking first, I think it's time we both put actual dates on the table.
I'm calling it August 10th to August 24th before Comic-Con chatter fades.
That's oddly specific.
I do my homework, and I think it drops as a trade exclusive, not a splashy photo.
Interesting, because remember how they introduced the Weasley siblings back in August 2025? Variety and AOL.com both ran that reveal with actual set photos. Twins cast for Fred and George, the whole lineup.
Right, so precedent says visual reveal.
Exactly. That's why I think they repeat it here.
My window's September 1st to September 15th, an Instagram carousel cast in costume on the Leavesden lot.
A full month past mine?
I do. A recast this sensitive needs distance from the news cycle, not sitting right on top of it.
Fair. I'll take the under, you take the over.
Deal.
But here's what I actually want listeners sitting with.
Go.
If HBO never puts this on screen, no line of dialogue, no nod that the character looks different, does that bother you?
Or is a silent swap exactly the right call for a show that's supposed to run 10 years?
Sit with that one. All right, quick predictions before we let you go. No recap, promise.
Good, because I'm sticking with my quiet trade press exclusive before Labor Day.
And I'm still saying Instagram, single portrait, caption straight out of the books. 3 weeks tops.
Loser buys coffee.
Deal.
Real question for everyone listening. Does HBO going silent on casting build hype or just fan anxiety?
Chew on that one this week.
Send us your set photos, casting tips, book chapter arguments at The Sorting Room. We want it all.
Follow The Sorting Room wherever you listen and leave a review if you've got a minute.
Thanks for spending the week with us.
See you next time, hopefully with actual news instead of silence.
Fingers crossed on that one.